that went live quickly. Hi, and welcome to the daily reading for June the 15th. And as we're doing every day this year, sorry, it's early in the morning, Jesus Calling is coming from the book Jesus Calling, and it's by Sarah Young, and we are enjoying peace in his presence. Yeah, on a Sunday I get up very early to join online the church service from Scotland, and there's a 5 hour difference, so I'm up before 6 because that's when the service starts. I'm a bit hoarse this morning as well, so I don't know whether that's related to the early, and also my eyes are a bit kind of floating in and out, so forgive me in advance for any stumbling in this reading. So, June 15th. When you approach me in stillness and in trust, you are strengthened. You need a buffer zone of silence around you in order to focus on things that are unseen. Since I am invisible, you must not let your senses dominate your thinking. The curse of this age is overstimulation of the senses, which block out awareness of the unseen world. The tangible world still reflects my glory to those who have eyes that see and ears that hear. Spending time alone with me is the best way to develop seeing eyes and hearing ears. The goal is to be aware of unseen things, even as you live out your life in the visible world. And this ties in with 2 Corinthians 4, verse 8, I think. And eyes are struggling. Let me just do my little people. Okay, here we go. So 2 Corinthians 4, verse 18, and Isaiah 6, verse 3, and Psalm 130, verse 5. If you haven't seen me do that before, it's a little trick that if you make a little tiny people in like this, you can see things that you can't see without making that pinhole. It's just like changing the lens in your eyes. So I use that when I need to see something small and I don't want to put my glasses on, because I've given up my glasses mostly, but have accepted the fact that when I need to do something online, I am doing so with my glasses on. So back to the reading, because I keep talking about my eyes, and I think, like lots of the passages that I read talk about vision, talk about seeing, and I don't think that's a coincidence for me that I'm continually being reminded about my vision. And the important vision is the unseen, the seeing of the unseen. So being open and sitting in silence and looking for the unseen, or inviting in the unseen. So Jesus is unseen, he's invisible, God is invisible, but we can feel the presence of God, the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. In church this morning, they were talking about Trinity, the Holy Trinity, and the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit being the Trinity. So God being for us, Jesus being with us, and the Holy Spirit being within us. And it was a really cool way that they described it, a bit like an apple with the skin and then the flesh and then the seeds. That's the way they explained it in the children's address. And I get that completely. So we get so caught up in this modern world with technology, though, and you just have to look around you when you're outside, even people on their phones and not paying any attention, and people pushing pushchairs, not paying the child any attention because they're on their phone. It will be interesting to see, maybe I'll not see it in my lifetime, but certainly my children will see it in their lifetime, the effect that technology is having on society and the communication between people, the verbal communication, the using our ears and using our eyes rather than just our fingers to do the communication. Well, we need our eyes to see it, but I guess I've wondered, but The curse of this age is overstimulation of the senses, which blocks out the awareness of the unseen world. And I think that's what happens. We can forget about God and Jesus, and we are so caught up in our computers and our phones that we don't have time. And I spoke. My 5 minutes is up. I'm just going to keep going. I spoke before about Jesus waiting for this landing spot just to land, but our minds are so busy that there's nowhere for him to land, and that's what the quietness can provide, is a landing space for that, for Jesus to land within you, for God to land within you, for that Christ light to be ignited within you. So apologies for going over time. Namaste, love to you all. Bye now. And happy Father's Day to anybody who is tuning in on Father's Day. Bye now. Bye.